swing it. It's a ball, fly ball. Home run!
2, 1. Here in Toronto, we have probably the worst team in the league. Right now, there's 0-9 up going into tonight's action, which is Wednesday against Vancouver. Ryan, you're more of a fan of this team. What are you thinking so far? What you've seen?
I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't think anyone expected them to go 0-9 this season, and just look like they're not even close to winning most games. They seem to be playing much better in the CONCACAF series and international friendlies, that sort of thing, than their league games, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't know why they're flopping at home or in the MLS league, but here they are trying to play the Vancouver Whitecaps tonight to try and go on to the next year's group stage of the CONCACAF Champions League. Hopefully you've been reading some of our soccer specialists' notes, blogs on TFC. He's there at most home games. He has a season's ticket holder, so he's been doing really well on that. I don't know what to think of them. I really don't. Obviously, they're not going to make the playoffs. I don't know if this team needs to rebuild completely. They didn't look like they were going to be this bad on paper. And what do you do with an 0-9 franchise? I mean, this was the hottest ticket in Toronto for the last couple of years, with the Raptors struggling, the Leafs struggling, the Jays not making the playoffs. All of a sudden now, the hottest ticket is putting up a big goose egg this year. I mean, from an outsider's perspective, as far as not necessarily being a Torontonian fan, what do you think of this? I mean, what do you do with an 0-9 team?
I mean, my opinion is you let this ride as worst as you can, because you got to go for the best player in the draft at this point. They aren't going to make the playoffs. So, in my opinion, I mean, without knowing much about it, I think you got to continue being the worst team. I mean, they've not been good for a while. From what I know, it's their defending that's the issue. I mean, they've let in 21 goals this year. They've only scored 7. It's not very good. So,
I mean, they've had a couple injuries to key players, but still, it's not. You can't be putting up a goose egg like this all season long.
I think, anyways, for my opinion, if they're 0-9 so far, then you gotta let it ride, and if you're a fan, you gotta hope that it's competitive games, but they're losing, because that's the only way you can improve in any league is by getting a better draft pick.
Right. So Tank Nation for TFC. Whereas I want to see them win. They play Philly on Saturday, regular MLS action. So we'll see if Philly is the team that gives up the lone win.
Philly's just above them in the standing. So if there is a team that they can beat, then that would be it.
And that could be it. Philly could be the team that gives up the lone win this year, possibly.
So watch out for Rami Michaels' articles on the TFC on OneSecondLeft.com.